Hello, guys. This is Ninja Jackson 909 here. And today I'm going to be bringing you my updated version of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game rule guide, or how to play and all that stuff. Okay, let's start with the basics. I'm going to have to use this as an example. But, okay. This is not a... This is a card that can't be used in a duel, but I'm going to be using it as an example for a normal monster. So this is what a normal monster would look like. It would have the picture of the monster, it would have the name of the card, and what type it is, and let me see, can I put it close to the camera? Yes, I can. The attack and defense. But notice it has no effect. That's right, normal monsters like this don't have normal monsters don't have effects. So if you don't want to die, try to put some monsters with effects in there to protect your normal monsters or something like that. Okay, with that out of the way, here's an effect monster. Wait a second. I'm sorry. I totally forgot to explain the rules of the game. Quite simply, the rule of the game is get your opponent's light points down to 0. What? Your opponent's light points? Well, that's like your score. You summon monsters, activate spells, traps, effects, all the things to try and either destroy your opponent's monsters, stop your monsters from being destroyed, and get your life points down, get your opponent's life down to 0. So you already saw what a normal monster looks like. Oh yeah, normal monsters have levels. This card does not have a level, but it looks like a normal monster, so usually it would have a level as well. This is Red Dragon Archfiend Assault Mode, or what we call in the Yu-Gi-Oh! World, an effect monster. It has the type and on next to the type of card it will say effect. What's an effect monster? Well, have you ever had an assignment in school? It's kind of like that. You summon the effect monster. And then you have to follow what it says. Actually, this leads into my next topic, which is special summoning. I don't know if you guys could see this, but on this card it says must be special summoned with assault mode activate. So you need the card called Assault Mode Activate. I'll get into that later. I'm using the new Crimson King deck to explain this. So I hope you all enjoy that. So you follow the effect, which this guy's effect is as follows. Must be special summoned with Assault Mode Activate. Can not be normal summon / shed. After the damage calculation, if this card was attacked, all other monsters on the field are destroyed. And when this card is destroyed, you could target Red Dragon Archfiend in your graveyard and special summon the target. I'll get into that. I'll get into synchros later. But, yeah. Alright. You're probably wondering, you saw something that said Assault Mode Activate. That ain't no monster, it is a trap, but for now, I'm going to show you a spell. This is a spell card. It'll look like this. Notice the symbol on the card right here. I'm not sure you can see. Notice the symbol on the card right here. This is a quick play symbol. There are different kinds of spells. Continuous, quick play. If it doesn't have a symbol, it's a normal spell. Same as effect monsters, and there's also counter spells too. Same as monsters. You activate this and do what it says. This card says if you control a level 8 or higher synchro monster, which is why I'll get into synchro summoning later, add one card hand to your graveyard. So, if I say control Red Dragon Archfiend, which is a level 8 or higher synchro monster, I can add one card from my graveyard to my hand. And if I have the synchro materials to summon a new synchro monster, then you activate this secondary effect. After this card's effect resolves, you synchro summon using the monsters you control as material. And after you use this card, your opponent cannot target synchro monsters on the field with card effects. So, great card to have if you want to protect your synchro monsters. You saw the spell, What is a Trap? Here's Assault Mode Activate, the card that was mentioned on Red Dragon Archfiend Assault Mode. This is the card you need to summon that creature, monster, whatever you want to call it. But this, my friends, is a trap card. What if you have a synchro monster on the field? Well, you tribute that synchro monster and then summon Red Dragon Archfiend Assault Mode. Attack, let it be attacked or attack it yourself if it has higher attack. I'm just looking here to make sure. Yeah. Let it be attacked or... Actually, no. Let it be attacked and you get to destroy other monsters. But if you do attack with it, the effect doesn't go off. So, be strategic. Alright, let's get into the extra deck, boys and girls. So, let me just pull out all the extra deck monsters. Right here and right here. Alright, which one do I want to talk about first? Let's go in order. So let me put these in order here. So Xyz and then Link. Let's do this in order. First, we'll talk about fusion summoning. How do you fusion summon a monster? Quite simply, you need a card like Polymerization. But that's not the only way you fusion summon a monster. There are cards out there that have effects that lets you summon fusion monsters without cost or anything. And there are also cards for the specific archetype that lets you fusion only that archetype. So, yeah. Like Shadal Fusion. That only lets you summon Shadals and all that stuff. For those who don't know what a Shadal is, yeah. Try looking it up online, I guess. There also is a rule book for this. And Fusion Monster is just like an effect monster. It has, with one difference. You have to follow the summoning requirements. Yes. That's what I was trying to explain with Assault Mode. Because Fusion Monsters and Extra Deck Monsters are not the only ones that have summoning requirements. Most cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Will have a summoning requirement. In order to summon that creature, you have to meet the summoning requirement. If you have to ditch a monster, ditch a monster. If you have to raise a monster's attack, raise your monster's attack, and then you can summon the creature. It's a great way to easily summon out creatures so that you can either link or have the materials on your field ready to Xyz summon or fusion summon if you have polymerization. Yeah, and also synchro summon. I'll be going into that later. But, yeah. Next we have synchro monsters. Oh, this deck is littered with synchro monsters. But some decks will use a combination of synchro and link. What does a synchro monster do? Still, you have to follow the summoning requirements. But with one caveat. The normal rule is you can only use one tuner. But this monster, Red Supernova Dragon, requires you to have 3 tuners. What the frick is a tuner? Well, tuners are the monsters you use to synchro summon. They're kind of like giving your creature a little tune-up to summon a bigger creature. Think Yusei versus Jack Atlas. If you want to learn more about that, try watching 5Ds, but don't follow the rules exactly because the anime rules and the regular rules of the game are way different. Little tip from me. Another caveat you have to follow is the level of the monsters you use to synchro summon have to equal the level of the monster. This is level 12. You're asking me, what do I need to use to summon this monster? Well, I use Crimson Resonator, Soul Resonator to get Bone Archfiend. I'm telling you a little combo here. And then a Vision Resonator. But you're probably wondering, this doesn't even add up to 12. This adds up to 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That adds up to 10. Well, my friends, there's a card in here that allows you to get your Crimson Resonator back. Red Rising Dragon. So, you summon Crimson Resonator, go for Bone, then you summon Crimson Resonator back, and then you summon Soul and Vision with Red Rising Dragon on the field. But you're probably wondering, dear viewer, you're probably wondering, but Ninja Jackson, when you add up all these cards, they add up to 13. You're right. But did you forget about Bone Archfiend's effect? Soul Resonator allows you to add Bone Archfiend. If you have another card on your field, you discard that. Like say you have Assault Mode activate. Discard it to summon Bone Archfiend. But you're probably wondering, that still doesn't help you. Oh, my friends. Sit back and relax, because everything's going to be just fine. Because when I send this to the... You have to send a Resonator monster, which is this. Resonator monsters have like horns coming out of their heads, and they have like a pitchfork. Or like a tuner or something like that, yeah. So you send a Resonator monster to the graveyard, and you can decrease one of your monster's attack points. Say Soul Resonator. So now, 2 plus 2 equals 4, plus 2 equals 6, plus 6 equals 12. Send those monsters to the graveyard. There you go. There's your red Supernova Dragon. Right there. And you have a Bone Archfiend ready and waiting. Red Supernova Dragon's effect is as follows. For every Resonator monster in the graveyard, it gains 500 attack points. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So, if we do 500 times 4, so first let's do 5 times 4, but which is 20. So, right? Yeah. So let me just do some quickie math here. Sorry guys, my phone's coming on, but it'll be there in a second. Don't worry about a thing. So if we do 500 times 4, that's 2,000 more attack points. So now Red Supernova Dragon has 6,000 attack points. Pretty neat, huh? So you swing with Red Supernova Dragon. But you're probably wondering, is it that easy? Nobody's on the field. I'm sorry, bud, but it's not. If the person has a card set down, you better be ready, because that card could destroy all your creatures or one of your most powerful creatures. That, my friend, is called a trap card. which is what I showed you. But that type of trap card summons a monster. There are trap cards that can destroy your monsters too. Same with spells. So you better play strategically, because if these monsters go bye-bye and you don't have another way to get the big beat stick out, then good luck. But if you do successfully swing in 6,000 and Bone Archfiend, that's some damage here. Okay. Alright. Xyz summoning. You're probably wondering, this card has a level, so it's level 4. Nope, it's not. It's actually a rank. Xyz monsters have ranks, not levels. Same with here. You follow the guidelines. Hold on a second. This says 2 level 4 monsters. But don't you have to equal the level? Not with Xyz monsters. With Xyz monsters, if they have the same level, like say I have 2 level 4s on the field. So let's use I'm trying to find it. Let's use 1 red sprinter and another red sprinter. That's 2 level 4s. You overlay them, it's called an overlay, and summon your creature. Now, same with the other guys. You have an effect. Now, there are cards out there that can level up your monster. That's called a Chaos Xyz summoning. So you level up your monsters to summon a powerful one. Cool, right? Aha! Here we are at the end of the road. Now there are rush duels, but seeing as I don't have any rush duel cards in my hand, or seeing as they haven't released the product to us in English, I'm not gonna do that. This is not gonna be a part of my tutorial today. But what is gonna be a part of my tutorial is Link monsters. Link monsters, you don't need to have the same level. You need to equal the level of the monster, because they don't even have a level. Look guys, they don't even have a level. See? But what you do have to do is satisfy the Link rating. Oh, and also you can't put your monster in defense mode, because it doesn't have a defense mode. This is a Link 3, so you need to sacrifice 3 monsters to summon this creature. Specifically 3 hero monsters. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my little tutorial on the wonderful world of Yu-Gi-Oh! I know I missed some information probably, but that'll probably have to be for another day. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you want to learn more how to play the game, or just write in the comments that this rule was wrong and roast the frick out of me, which I know some of you are going to do, please do so. And please subscribe to my channel. I'm currently on the road to 100 subscribers. I'm going up by 100 here. I'm going up by tens. So 100, then 1,000, then 1 million, then 1 billion. But I don't even think I'm going to get to 1 billion, but I won't. But I can't stop thinking like that. I won't get there without your help. So please, if you like my content or want to see more or have any suggestions on what I should do to make it better, then please subscribe to me, do all the things, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!